Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. How's everyone doing today? How are you guys doing? How are you doing? My name is Ronald. His name is Jack.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Tired, man.
Tired?
Tired. We'll might doze off in the middle of it. Just let you know.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't yell right into the mic. We're gonna have to
I'm gonna have to edit that.
I know.
How are you guys doing?
Ask that like 3 times. You always do that when you get like a little nervous. I don't know what you're supposed to
I
say.
don't know. I just don't know what else to say. I'm happy to see them again.
Exactly. Just say that.
I'm happy to see you guys again. Hope
We
you guys
had to
doing well.
skip last week.
Yeah.
We had technical difficulties, but we are back,
I'm better than ever.
ready for action.
Oh. Happy 100 subscribers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, 104 right now.
Oh, that's the mouse.
Yeah.
See that on the?
Yeah, that's nice.
It's just key.
Yeah, just kind of bothering me.
It's gonna bother me.
There you go.
100 subscribers,
dude.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
We made it.
Hell yeah.
We're big now. This is the big dick gang. With very, very below average dicks.
Very true.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. 100 subscribers. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
What have you been up to, man?
I got my, over the weekend, last Friday, I got my wisdom teeth removed.
How was that?
So for many people, you'll go under like full anesthesia, like they put you under laugh gas. No, not me. For some reason, they don't do that. They don't practice that at work.
Why?
I don't know.
I would love to be put under.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't want to be put under with my parents around, like maybe you or something.
Fair. That's fair. But they just numbed it. They like numbed it. They shot some lidocaine, I think. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And then I didn't feel anything, but I was awake the whole time, dude. Before he was like explaining to me, he's like, yeah, the bottom ones, like they are sometimes connected to nerves, so if something goes wrong, you might lose feeling for a couple months, or might feel like a tingly sensation for a couple months, weeks. We don't know, like something possible, but you're young, it'll go by quick. Luckily that didn't happen. He's like, good. Also, since you're gonna be awake, you might hear some cracking. Something crack. I was like, okay, that's fine with me. I mean, it's kind of cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of cool. Anyways, he started snubbing me and everything. First incision was this one, the bottom right one. Yeah. All I hear is a, and I was like, oh,
oh.
I just kind of chuckled. I was like, oh, interesting.
I don't know if I would. Did you have the option to be put under?
No, I asked because when I first made the appointment, it was like the dentist I always go to.
Yeah.
So instead of going to a specialist, like he would bring someone to that place and all that.
Okay.
I asked, I was like, oh, so I'm just gonna be put like under local anesthesia? They're like, yeah, we don't practice like putting you under or anything like that. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I mean, yeah, whatever. Fine with me. I think I should be fine. And then like the whole week prior to it, I wasn't eating that well. I wasn't that hungry or anything. Which, yeah, I regret because after the whole surgery or whatever you want to call it, they're like, hey, we're going to take more x-rays. Dude, I stood up and it's probably like 20 feet from where I am at to the x-ray machine where you have to like hold and it's a whole thing that goes around you.
Yeah.
Dude, I started like feeling like I was about to faint.
Oh, shit.
And then I can't talk really because I have like gauze or whatever. And then I'm also all numb, so like I can't really make words.
Yeah.
So I'm like holding onto the machine, and I start seeing dots, black dots. I was like, "Fuck, I'm about to faint," because I fainted once before in my life, and that's exactly like to what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck," I was like, "Be strong."
I think I fainted once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Be strong," like you got this, Ronald, whatever. Dude, I was like being as strong as I could. I was like, "No, I'm not fucking faint," and all I remember is me going, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Because I can't make words. I can't do shit. Uh, and then the nurse or the helper comes out and she's like, he says he doesn't feel good. So they sat me down and I was fine, but yeah, no, it's just I didn't like it. Would 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I kind of only had to because they
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Oh yeah, 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
But really? You
I
didn't
mean,
like it? I feel like it would be kind of cool. Just blah.
see, the worst part was then it didn't hurt bad. I was fine. I can
Yeah.
do my own thing. Dude, once I got home, like a couple hours later after the anesthesia wore off, like the
Yeah.
numbness wore off, dude, the pain just like hit me.
Ooh.
It was like horrible. And the pills weren't doing shit.
Yeah.
The painkiller. So my dad called and he was like, "Hey, can we get something stronger?" So that's when they prescribed me a harder drug, and that helped
There you
enough
go.
that I was like, I like zoned out, watching TV
You're
and
in
shit.
loopy land.
Yeah,
Oh,
but now I just can't eat, and that's the worst thing because I'm craving pizza. I'm craving like a burger.
I was just about to ask you earlier. I was like, "You want to get some pizza?" Then I remembered. I was like,
yeah, I was like,
"Fuck."
it's like the most I've ate is mac and cheese.
That's
'Cause
not bad.
Not too bad, but I only started eating that yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah. The rest was just smoothies and shit. Y'all know if you guys have gone through it. You guys know the pain.
oh, we could have gone to that smoothie place.
Which one?
It's the one in
Right by Lowe's now? The Robux?
no. It's in by the movie theater. Like not the one where it's right across from our old work, but the other one. I want to say the name because
Tropical Smoothie?
yeah,
Tropical Smoothie's good.
yeah,
That's a good place.
that was a good place.
Um, Tropical Smoothie, sponsor us. Please.
Yeah.
We'll put your logo somewhere.
Yeah, we'll
We'll put our sponsors.
yeah, sure.
Anyways, have you gotten your wisdom teeth removed?
No,
Are you gonna, or you know?
I think I need to.
Some people don't need to.
Really?
Yeah, I believe I've heard that some people's like wisdom teeth can come out straight and just be like another tooth.
Oh no, I think I need them out because this one's like barely out.
Yeah. It was this one that was starting to hurt a lot. You can
There
see
was
it.
one that was starting to hurt a while ago, then it stopped.
No.
So
But
I
anyways.
think I need I think I do need to get them removed.
Damn. If
Sucks.
they put you under, let me know.
You definitely be with me.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. But
Questions. Yeah.
I think I got I think I got a good one. I
questions.
can't remember what it was though. Oh yeah. Okay. So, what was your most enjoyable dream, and what was your worst nightmare?
My most enjoyable dream. Fuck.
You gotta be
I gotta be quick with it.
no, you gotta be like it's gotta be like a wet dream or something. Some shit.
I've never had a wet dream.
Me neither.
I've never understood I woken up with my pants wet.
I think the like if I ever got close to that, I would just like wake up with like raging morning wood. I'd be like, "Fuck, okay, I gotta use my imagination to try and like
Finish it off.
jerk off while yeah. I'm like, this is so good, man. Come on, don't lose it.
One of my worst nightmares that I can remember. Have you ever had like sleep paralysis? I think that's what it's called. I don't know if it's sleep paralysis, but basically like you're basically awake, but you're dreaming
Never had that.
and you can't move.
Uh-oh.
Dude, that's happened to me multiple times. I remember one time I was sleeping and all I can hear is like voices, like they're like laughing, like kids laughing. It sounded like if I was in a circus type of thing, and like kids laughing and everything. And like I knew I was awake because I can blink. Like I was blinking and I can see things around, but I can't move. Like it felt like I was like strapped.
Oh shit.
And I guess you can call it a dream because like I would imagine shit too though. I can just like hear kids laughing and like it was going around. I was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Dude.
And I tried really hard to move and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm moving, I'm trying and I can't. And it just went away. and like I fall asleep, and then like what it felt like minutes later, it could have been hours, I don't know. Again, I wake up and I hear kids laughing, and it's like it feels like, have you ever heard 8D music, like eight?
Eight dimensional
Yeah,
music. I feel like I have. I probably stumbled upon a
yeah,
video, but it
yeah.
sounds like
You can hear it just walking around you. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
Dolby
yeah.
Atmos, think about it like
Okay.
that. And all I can hear is the kids, like they're running. I can hear running, and I can hear cars, and I can hear like a ball, like they're playing like with a ball or something.
Yeah.
And all I can imagine is clowns too, for some reason. And like I'm not scared of clowns or anything,
Yeah.
but like it's like some it type of shit, I guess.
Mm,
Like some creepy killer clowns, and that was a good era. The killer clowns, remember?
I remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, and I was like, I couldn't move, and I was just like, I was stuck there, and I was seeing shit, and I was like, fuck. I think that's like probably my worst.
Wow.
Because I think what
I
made it worse is like the fact that I couldn't move. I tried and I tried and I couldn't. What about
I've
your?
never had sleeper houses. I don't think it's
Uh,
fun.
no,
I've always wanted to lucid dream though.
maybe that's what it is. It might be a lucid dream.
No,
Well,
that's why that's like when you're dreaming, but you can control
control your dream.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I've tried doing that. I've looked up YouTube videos like
Me too,
those like
man.
late at night videos. Like you're like, I wonder if I can do this. And
Yeah.
then you just like sit there and like, all right, you're supposed to like try to sleep,
But like not
but
sleep
not
at the
sleep.
same at the
I
same
fall
time.
asleep. But yeah, I've looked up those videos. What about you? Any nightmares that you can remember? I'll think of.
I
Good dream.
have a good dream that I keep like going back to. It's it's not it's like I definitely have had better dreams,
Okay.
but this one is just like I remember it. So it's like I'm in school and I'm like a kid
Hmm.
and I have a bunch of kids around me and we're like all in an Iron Man school. So we all have suits,
Okay.
but like you really gotta it's not more mechanical, it's more like it's not really Iron Man, but it's like you have to try and fly
Okay.
yourself and you have to really concentrate and it's like on your brain waves or something you
Yeah.
create the energy and you just like see yourself like on the top of a hill kind of like going down like running and then jumping and like doing the
Yeah.
propulsor or whatever and then like one something crazy happened and I finally got it and I was flying through the air. That was probably my best one. I love that. But I've had a lot of nightmares.
Have you?
I have, man. It's this there's this one where I'm picture me and like nine of my friends. You're probably
Okay.
there.
Hmm.
We're all in a house with a lot of windows around so we can see everything that's happening. And you ever drive by those places where there's all the houses, but they're like spread out and there's hills between them and everything. So if there's
Kind of like your
they're
house.
neighbors, but they're
Ish.
not neighbors.
Yeah.
Like my house,
But even
cut
more
down all the
spread.
trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Hmm.
And it was just like a big field with trees like on either side and there's just a bunch of houses scattered and everything. And you know, we're having a good time and everything, then the power cuts off. And it is almost pitch black in the night sky.
Oh, shit.
Like everyone's houses are dead.
Hmm.
And then we're looking out, we're like seeing like what the hell's happening and everything. We just start seeing I don't even know where they come from. They might have just appeared or something. They were just black like shadows, like silhouettes of people
Oh, fuck that.
walking at like slower than walking pace
Oh.
with a pistol in each of their hands. And they just like kept like it there was no lines to them. There was no order. It was just they were kind of like like all scattered, but there kept coming more and more and more. And they were all like it was the creepiest walk ever. And so over time we were kind of freaking out. We're like, all right, guys, get the guns because obviously we have guns in this
Yeah.
house. We're like, get the guns. Let's all like move to the first floor, just see if we can
Yeah.
get a closer look at them. Um, then we just hear this like,
Hmm.
and we're all like, we were all talking, but like everything fell silent. We look at the silhouettes. We can see them like all like slowly turn toward us, and then proceed to walk.
Nah.
And we're like, fuck, 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 fuck. So then, like, we all see him coming from a little bit far away.
Yeah.
We hear one of them is on like the porch outside. And it's just because the porch is like a wraparound in this
Okay.
house. So they're able to like walk, and we can see him through the window. We all try to hide. And he just, one of our guys.
Oh.
Like, it's like his arm, his entire body didn't move. It was just his arm, and it was like such a fast like. It was weird, and we all said, "Fuck this, let's go upstairs." And then we see like a horde of all of them like just slowly walking toward us. I'm like, "Fuck, dude," and we just
woke
got
up?
picked off one by one. I was the last one. I died.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I have another. I have another one. We'll see if we have enough time at the end.
Yeah.
But it's another nightmare.
A good dream of mine. That the one I can think of. I dreamed that I was in SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it you, or were you like a fish person?
That's a good question.
You
I
don't
don't
even know?
know. It was just like, I was in SpongeBob. That's
You're
all
just
I can
in
remember.
SpongeBob, okay.
And I think I was in the Krusty Krabs with SpongeBob, and I can almost remember I was in the kitchen, and I can see him cooking up the Krabby Patties, and I can just see Squidward through the window that they have.
Yeah.
Right? And I just saw Squidward, and I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, that's all I can remember, like, going through my mind. Like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I kind of understand why Squidward is such an ass.
Yep. You slowly relate
yeah.
more to Squidward now.
Yeah. But I just see, like, SpongeBob flipping patties, and he's having fun, and I can, like, it felt like if I was in a VR dream, basically, where, like, you
okay.
can look around, and I was just, like, chilling. I was, like, watching SpongeBob in 3D. Is what
That
it felt
is
like.
sick.
It was pretty cool. I can see like the bubbles as I breathe. So I guess I was human.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see bubbles and everything going up.
That is cool.
I wish I met Sandy Cheeks in that.
Those sandy cheeks. Yeah. Definitely watching like SpongeBob as you're older. There's a lot of
Yeah, there's a lot of things
of adult humor in that.
that went,
But you never get it as a kid.
yeah, never get it. I'll see like TikToks or like YouTube videos about it. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
But you know what? You know what's weird about SpongeBob? There's a lot of fishes, right? What do you think about overpopulation?
That was the worst segue ever. I was like, right when you like turned and started talking, I was like, all right, let's see how you do this, man. It's the worst segue I've ever seen.
Segue to our next topic here.
Yeah, we thought of topics beforehand. Fucking stupid.
So many fishes. There's bound to be an apocalypse. Right? Do you think that would happen in real life?
I'm just gonna let you flail and panic.
It's
right.
hot in here.
Overpopulation. I think it's gonna be a serious problem in the next decade or two.
Have we hit 8 billion people?
We have
hit, right?
We hit 8 billion recently.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Ugh. That's
So, like, the modern medicine has kept mothers alive during birth, and they've kept babies alive during birth, and they've also helped keep us alive for longer.
yeah.
Right? We don't live to 40 or 50 anymore. We live to
true.
like 70s, 80s, and plus. And we're learning to live in more confined areas. That's why you see cities are way populated. That's why you see like apartment buildings
Constantly being built, housing
Yep.
everywhere.
Housing is everywhere. And the thing is, we have so much land,
Yeah.
like so much, but we are slowly creeping into that, and we're gonna soon either run out, or we're not gonna have enough resources um, to feed ourselves anymore, or have clean drinking water, stuff like. Well, water's not. You can. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like food, metal as well. If we because we can't mine everything. We can't mine the entire
Yeah.
surface.
Eventually, you're just gonna have nothing to
Exactly.
mine. Yeah.
You're just gonna have nothing. And fossil fuels, we're gonna be out of those soon. But we are doing fission and fusion, nuclear energy, which is what I'll get to after.
Okay.
But with
Prepared to be taught by Jack.
yes, for overpopulation, we have a few possible apocalypses that can happen. We can have global warming, which honestly is, I think, blown out of proportion. I think it is a thing that can happen,
Yeah.
but it's not going to happen
To
like
us.
in 5 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A zombie apocalypse or a disease outbreak.
Okay, I can see a disease outbreak. Yeah.
There are confirmed cases of like zombie like
Type shit. Yeah.
yeah. Obviously they're kept at like the CDC, or they're kept like very very secured.
Yeah.
So nothing's going to really happen. But you can, I think those can happen possibly like immediate, like I don't know, natural disasters can occur as well.
Yeah.
California, about to say bye to them. San Andreas Fault. You know, have you heard about that?
I've heard about it. I remember
Yeah.
back.
Have you seen? There was a video of a place. I can't. It's a popular tourist destination. But it was
Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about.
it was a tourist destination somewhere in Europe, I think. But people went there 10 years ago. It was fine. Now it's about an inch or two of seawater. That entire
Wow.
place is like slowly sinking.
I mean, just think about it. Like you said, California. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? They got like nonstop rain for like a couple weeks straight.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like rain and rain and rain.
I live there, and it has rained twice when I was there.
And you were there for a year.
I was there
right?
for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple weeks ago. There was a natural disaster that FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, for those who don't know for some reason, so stupid. Why did I say it? Declared like national disaster, and I guess they're helping and all that. But
Oh wow.
yeah, it was that bad. It was like
Shit.
flooding and shit, which to me that's unheard for because like. You know, you lived in LA and you told me like you only saw it rain twice.
Exactly. It's
So
it's a
imagine
desert.
like just constant rain for like a week. Yeah.
That's flash flooding season right there.
Yeah. Or like Texas, what was it, like 2 years ago? When there was a lot of snow and they weren't prepared for it. Like pipes
Yeah.
bursting and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that's like.
I remember that in Houston, right? Or no, Houston had something else.
I don't know.
I think they had a hurricane or something.
Yeah.
It's probably that.
So definitely I think disasters can, for sure, wipe out people.
Yeah. But what do you think is most likely to get us fucked?
I think there would be.
Like disasters,
disease.
disease.
Yeah. Just look at COVID. I mean, 2020, I mean, it took out a lot of people.
I thought it took out like a million or less.
That's a good question. Let's actually pull it up. It has to be more. It took out a lot of
don't
people, whether
think
you
so.
believe in it or not. You can say like, you know, it's fake or whatever.
Dude, COVID death toll.
But I definitely think that it'll be something way worse, obviously, than COVID.
Yeah.
But like a major Um, that's today. I need total worldwide total. Total deaths 6 million.
Oh shit. Okay.
6.74 million.
Yeah. So
Total
more.
cases 669 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, something slight.
I mean, you put it in the perspective of history, you know.
Well, I mean, we've had like the Black Plague, the common cold, the flu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think diseases like that. I really don't think we're gonna be too bad off, especially with modern medicine nowadays. How quickly we got a cure, which could have been quicker, but whatever. And also, um, how we can quarantine ourselves
Yeah.
as well and be protected from the outside world. Now, I think zombies is a high probability. I like you can laugh all you want.
So obsessed with that.
I am, but there are confirmed like I mean you've seen videos people like there was like a case the other day of like a guy eating an old man's face off or something or his
I
arm.
didn't see that. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean there
In a bad way. Not,
obviously there's cases where he was
yeah.
probably on drugs or something, but there are like little vials of this disease that can turn us into zombies.
I can see that happening of a drug being the cause of it.
Yeah, because think about like if you're a very depressed guy or you're like the lowest of the low, you will make it your mission to try and fuck with the world.
Yeah, you
Like,
fuck it.
think about
What do you have to lose?
like if you're in the mind of a school shooter or a shooter.
Okay.
Now, like, hey, we're going into dangerous territory here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But put yourself in that mind. What
Okay.
like you're down, you are depressed, you are like fucked up, and you're angry as hell.
You have
What do you,
nothing to lose.
you try to look at the most concentrated people of area, get a gun, like
Yeah, you want them to suffer what you're
you
suffering.
want them to suffer exactly.
I get that. Is that weird to say?
What if you're even a tier lower, like 10 tiers lower, and you try and do that to the world?
Yeah. Well, I can see what can happen is like some Walter White shit. Like, you know, someone like that evil is like mixing drugs, lacing with like, you know, hard drugs and,
Yep.
you know, hey, have some of this. And either kills them or maybe they survive. And, you know, they can go and, you know, I can come at you and I bite you or some
Yeah.
shit. Right? And then you have it. And then soon enough, it's like the game, whatever it's called, the plague game, where what's it called? You've played it before. You're the one that got me hooked on it.
The play game?
Plague, like a plague.
Plague Incorporated.
Yeah,
Plague Incorporated. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's like that. I mean, you don't wanna be caught up right away. Imagine like if everyone's on this drug and then out of nowhere, just you know.
Well, that's how it like has to happen though.
Well, exactly. Like you're.
Have you seen what is it? You've seen The Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
Like how many seasons?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Have you seen Fear the Walking Dead?
No.
Okay. So here's what happened in that. There was like a little scene where you start seeing like a walker here or there or something like that. You know, someone comes back. And people are recording it and it's like shot on live television. The cops or the people in the ambulances, they're trying to save that guy. They don't know if it's a zombie.
Yeah.
So they get close to it, then they get hurt by it,
Yeah.
then they die, but then they come back. Like the science, there was an episode in The Walking Dead where the CDC, they were at the CDC and they were getting like information of how this works. Apparently it's everyone's infected.
Yeah, it's airborne. Like
It's
if you die,
airborne.
you're gonna.
If you die, you're gonna have it. But it shuts down your brain when you die, right? Nothing's happening. but then it like reanimates. There's something in there that reanimates,
That wakes you up, basically.
and it only animates your the brain stem, which controls your motor functions and your like basic instincts, right? So that's how you turn into a zombie. But it can happen like that because so many people will get around this guy trying to help it, trying to kill it. Police are shooting, mass panic. Trust me, once you get an entire like city in panic,
It's over.
it's
I
over.
mean, I think it would happen just like what happened in The Walking Dead or like in whatever movie. Every movie you see that has zombies in it, like everyone will panic and start raiding and shit. Like, that's what would happen.
Yeah. There's so many things going on, and then amidst the things going on, there's walkers, and there's zombies, and they're trying to get at you.
Now, are we talking about still about like overpopulation? Like, would that control it, or do you think
Oh,
by
yeah.
then it would be just like we're fucked?
Oh no, we would. Well, by then we're fucked.
Yeah.
Like at least 95% of the world's population is gone or turned into a zombie.
Because I think definitely nothing to that extreme would happen in a long, long time, maybe.
Okay.
But like for sure, I'd say like a disease can happen and like wipe out a good amount.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like, have you seen The Last Man on Earth? Disease wiped like pretty much everyone out. There was like a 99.9999% of the human race. Yeah. And only a few people like weren't affected. But it could just wipe us out.
It could.
Do a little extinction event, you know?
Now, wait, do you have to talk about your fusion thing or is that later?
No, I can talk about it now.
Okay, go for it.
So we could also run out of fossil fuels, but we do have nuclear energy. People like it, people don't like it, because it does cause a little bit of global warming. Because you know how nuclear reactors work, very very like basic level.
Go for it. Just
Look, okay, so nuclear
for the viewers, I know how it works. I know everything about it, but the viewers, maybe there's someone that doesn't know.
Of course, I'll let you guys know. Why don't you start us off? Actually,
No. This is your topic. I don't want to interrupt.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
So, a nuclear reactor, how it works is you take like an atom of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically fission. The science of fission is accelerating like atoms to hit each other, right? Mm-hmm. And when atoms hit each other and break off, that creates a massive amount of energy. The energy turns into boils the water around it or something.
Okay.
That water turns into steam that spins turbines. Turbines equals power.
Okay.
That's how you power a city basically. With fission, that is like clean. It's not renewable, but the amount of materials it takes to use are they're rare. They're very rare because it's mostly uranium and like materials that are radioactive. So you would get that stuff, and the only thing that's bad about it is the steam, because it gets released into the air, the hotter temperatures, whatever.
Okay.
But there's fusion, and we just discovered how to do it.
Okay.
Fusion instead of fission. Fission is when two atoms hit each other so hard that it breaks apart.
Okay.
Fusion is when you push atoms together, make a new element. That is the exact science which keeps stars alive.
That was cool.
That is how our sun is. It's fusion, right?
Yeah.
Because there's such a.
Well, eventually it'll die, though, right?
Eventually it will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like not in like
Nah,
a few
yeah.
billion years. So I think we're good for now.
Yeah.
But yes, that fusion is we just like a week or two ago figure out how to do it.
Interesting.
Technically, we figured it out like I want to say a while ago. I don't know.
A long time ago, probably.
Not a long time ago, but like a while back.
Okay.
A while back. But that was putting more energy in to accomplish it. So instead of a 1-to-1, it was like a 1 to a 0.5
Oh, I
in
see.
energy. You put more in, you get less out.
Yeah.
It's not worth being
Yeah.
viable. We just went from 1 to like 1.2.
Okay.
So that can work. Fusion is
Interesting.
now a viable option. And in the next 10 years, I think it's going to be 10, 20 years. I think it's going to be massively produced and massively used in spaceships, rockets, because you don't want to keep burning jet fuel. We don't have a lot of jet fuel on Earth.
Yeah.
But fusion takes two atoms. You keep using that, and you have mass. And I want to say fission and fusion. Fusion gets you, I want to say 200 to 500 times more energy than fission does.
Interesting.
I think, and it's crazy that we just discovered it. Like, discovered how to actually viably do it.
I think the scariest part about all of this is like, I feel like anything, like with everything, is like once you get the ball rolling, it just goes like skyrocket. So like now we're gonna find something else that's even stronger than that or more efficient. Hey, you never know. You know.
I mean, you never do know,
But like,
but fusion, I'm not going to lie, I think it is going to be comparable on a scale of cavemen discovering fire.
okay,
You know what I mean? That is our next leap in energy.
can't wait to go to Mars. Would you do it?
Would I go to Mars?
Yeah.
I would want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
that'd
going to
be
happen in
fun.
our lifetime.
I think it would. Yeah.
You know, it takes 2 years to get there.
I did not know that.
About 2 years that you have to be on a spaceship.
I don't know. I just want to go to space once.
Just like do a day trip.
Yeah. Day trip, come back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's far. It's far as hell.
What's the order again?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
God.
And then Pluto, but he's not a planet anymore.
I don't know where you went wrong.
What do you mean where I went wrong?
You used to be such a smart kid.
Hang on. Mercury?
No. You're right on that order.
I am right on that order.
But like you used to be so smart. You just never applied yourself.
Oh, I never applied myself. I know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
You can be a smart person, but sometimes
Fuck.
we hang out. I don't know, man.
Uh,
But yeah, you just went wrong. I don't know. You had so potential.
I had so potential.
so much potential.
There you go.
I don't know.
I did. I think I still do.
Yeah. Anyways,
Hey, I
one
like
thing that worries me.
Huh.
And it's cool that it's happening and it'll get stronger and stronger. And I think I've said it before on the podcast, but artificial intelligence. I definitely
Yes.
Here's a question. Do you think that artificial intelligence? I wrote down the question. I'm just gonna read it off.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Now, will artificial intelligence eventually become so self-aware that it'll surpass human intelligence?
It already surpassed human intelligence. It already has. It's a computer.
I guess that's true.
What it's trying to there was a robot created with AI who we talked to, and they were asking it was a woman robot, so they were asking her like, does AI surpass like humans? She's like, yes, in most things, but humans also possess emotions and feelings and creativity. We can create things, but there's a very limited. We have a limit, and humans like she basically said we should work hand in hand, not one better than the other, but AI has faults, human has faults. Merge them together. That's why I think Neuralink will make us superhumans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Um, so no, I don't think that it AI surpasses us. Yes, it can calculate faster than us. It has more programming. Um, it can probably figure out battle strategies
Yeah, way
because it
better.
can download all of the history of battles, and also it can study human behavior. It can't replicate it though. It can replicate it to the best of its ability with
Hmm.
like high accuracy, but it can't do 100%.
I agree with that. Um, One of the biggest things that gets not me worried. I don't think it's a worry, but like one of the biggest things I can see happening is humans will become dumber because of it. Like you have Chat GPT. I've talked to you about it.
Yep,
You've heard more about it by now. That itself has passed the bar exam
I
for
heard
lawyers, the U.S. medical whatever exam.
the MCAT. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, and a bunch of other exams, like high level exams. Like, I feel like with things like that, you're gonna have the younger generation taking advantage of it. And like myself, yes, I've cheated on multiple exams before. Only in high school, college. If you're watching, never in
there you
college.
go.
Um, but I've cheated in like a lot of exams and things. And I'll be honest, what did I learn from that? From that
Nothing.
class? Nothing.
You learn nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, imagine the kids growing up and seeing like, oh, I can just look it up. It'll write this whole essay for me,
Yeah.
and I think that will make, the next generation dumber. And then, you know, our generation's already pretty smart because we've gone through stages of actually learning and whatever. And then we're going to become the ones to make something better than what already is. You kind of lost you.
Yeah.
So we're going to make something better than what is already out.
You just said that already.
That's what I'm trying to say. You lost. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so then with
Well,
our
no, I didn't understand it. We're trying to make something better than it already is.
no, we are. Our generation is going to going to make something better than what is already out. It's
What?
just
Okay. What is the is?
like Chat GPT or AI is just we're
Oh,
going
okay.
to
Okay. We're gonna
enhance it,
improve.
improve it, yeah. And then like technical difficulties part 2. Our kids are going to be dumb,
Yeah.
all
They
right?
are going to be dumb.
And then their kids are going to be dumb too. So eventually these motherfuckers aren't going to know shit. And I think that's where AI will take over. And by then, I feel like they'll be able to replicate human emotions
I think we're
really
gonna
well.
get to the point where we don't need to learn. We Because with Neuralink and with AI, I think we're going to get to the point where we can implant a chip in our brain. Like we can learn everything, but it's gonna make us remember those. It's gonna also we're gonna be able to download all the archives.
Hmm.
We're gonna be able to have a computer in our mind. If you have a computer in your mind, you're set. You have an entire catalog of everything that's been written down.
Yeah.
So you won't need to do anything like that. You can use your brain to discover new ideas, and also take in the events around you. But learning is going to be a thing of the past, I think.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I think we're going to get to that point. I don't know if that's going to be deemed inhumane
Hmm.
when that technology does come out, because it will come out. I'm pretty certain
For
it
sure it
will.
will.
Um, but I'm just excited for what's going to come for our species.
Here's a question as you were talking about that. Like, let's say US right now. I mean, president is how old? 60 something? 70 something. I don't know.
I think he's 70
Yeah, I
something.
think it might be 70 something.
Because he's the oldest president.
Yeah, and then right before him was Trump, and he was the oldest president at that time too. Like the past two presidents have been pretty old.
Wow.
What?
The youngest to become president by election was John F. Kennedy, who was inaugurated at age 43. The oldest person to assume the presidency was Joe Biden, the nation's current president, who was inaugurated 61 days after turning 78. He's almost 80. No, he
He
is
is
80
80.
years
Yeah.
old.
Wow. So
Yeah.
and then Trump before Biden, Trump was the oldest one too. So the past two presidents have
Yeah.
been the oldest, basically.
Exactly.
Now, would you rather have? I mean, when you're old, you barely you're not fully there.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. Biden, Mr. President, but like you're not fully there.
That's
Would
true.
you rather have that or like AI take over? Because think about it, they can learn anything, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
They can learn war strategies. They can learn how to properly like finance, your debt and whatever.
Yeah.
Everything. So, what would you trust more? Would you trust a real person or a robot or AI? That's a tough one.
Now, it depends on the AI because there has to be a failsafe.
100%.
Has to be a failsafe. And it can't. It has to be like as inhackable as unplugging the switch.
Of course. What about this? All right. Vice President, human, AI as a robot. Fail safe. Your override is that Vice President.
I mean, fair. Yeah. I
Let's just take that part out of the equation. It's unhackable. Like,
It's unhackable.
Yeah.
There's no failsafe.
I mean, there's fail safe in case something happens. Like, you can
Yeah.
put it at at a halt, but like it wouldn't be hackable. Would you trust a robot to be your president?
Yeah,
I think I would too.
I would.
I honestly, I think I would too.
Because the robot can quickly solve our debt. It can solve our international relations. It can solve our poverty disparity. It can solve everything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And over time, as more things happen, it learns. If it makes mistakes, it learns. And I really hope it won't be. I really hope it doesn't listen to us. I think democracy is kind of flawed like that. Because hear me out.
Okay.
I love the idea of voting for your president and everything.
Yeah.
It's great. But I think that should be about the extent of it. I feel like there needs to be like, there's a president there. He has all of his counsel and everything to help him with decisions and everything. But they need to. It's going fast. Going fast.
If I got the new M2 Pro, I want to do that.
Bro. Where was I going with that? Now it's distracting me.
The president, it has his.
I think, we elect a president, but also we can't. I don't think we can vote on their decisions. I think because what if we're a nation of idiots,
Huh.
and
Yeah.
we vote for everything? Because that's the right way it should be. I don't think AI would agree.
I think AI
However-
would do it whatever is best for.
I think the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, is one of the smartest pieces that's ever been written in history.
Oh yeah.
I-
Say 10 letters, 10 words from it.
The United States good.
Honestly, that was 3. So good job.
There you go. I think it's still studied to this day. And I think it's going to be still, because the U.S. Constitution was meant to, in very, very general terms, be just but fair, and also be able to adapt by writing in new amendments. Like people who say, like, let's talk about gun control. People say, oh, these gun laws don't work because they were meant for muskets and things that don't have like fully automatic
Yeah.
capabilities. That's why amendments are put in place.
Yeah.
That's why extra laws are put in place, and that's why like these law cases have reshaped the law over time, and you know it's a U.S. Constitution is able to make new laws and also take that back those laws at any time if the general public doesn't like them. I think the general public of America is pretty stupid, so I don't know if we should be making the decisions.
Yeah.
But I don't think I just don't think AI would approve of democracy if it saw like
What people
us.
vote, yeah. I think AI would do best what it's best would do whatever is best for the nation and not need.
What about this? What if it decides to kill half of the population? What if it's a Thanos? What if AI is a Thanos to save resources? Because you can't be
At least it's not Tai Lung, you know?
fair, fair, fair.
For y'all that didn't get that, watch last podcast.
Yes, please. What if it's what's best for the nation? Oh, we cut the population down to 10%, and it's only the richest and wealthiest, the smartest people,
That's
and
actually
the
a really
most
good
physically
point.
fit. You know what
That's
I
a
mean?
really good point.
Because we wouldn't agree with that, but that might be what's best for us. Another thing the AI doesn't have is instinct, gut feelings.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, you see all these movies where, humans are better than robots, even though there's 0.0000001% chance of human survival. We're going to do it and we're going to make it happen for, whatever.
Yeah.
And we can. I think it's going to be. I don't know.
I think the next 10 years are going to be exciting to watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I for sure think the next 10 years are going to be probably our highlights of our lives. Because after that, I think it's just going to go up and then like kind of just get stagnant for a while and then go up again.
Yeah.
But once it's going up again, we're pretty old at we don't care.
Exactly.
But I think the next 10 years, like, you know.
I'm like debating if I want to do like or if I would ever do, excuse me, if I would ever do like a cryo freeze, a thing.
What?
Like you put yourself to sleep for like 10 years and you wake up.
Oh,
Like you
that.
don't
Like,
age, you know what I mean?
that's. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
You don't think you would?
No. Well, no, I don't think I would. I feel like that'd be just painful to wake up 10 years from now and like I feel like I'm still 21 and you're
How old am I?
31 or 32.
There
You'd
you
be
go.
32. But myself, I feel like I'm 21 still,
Yeah.
right? Or like, I don't know. Let's say 10 years from now, I wake up, I still feel 21. My parents are dead,
Damn.
right? Like,
Yeah.
hold on. That's like, take it
Just,
to another direction. But like, imagine that. I didn't get to see them die or anything like
That's
that.
true.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm 21. I don't have money. I need a job. I can't afford.
Well, I mean, you could have just put it in a fund. In the
yeah,
next fund.
I guess that's true. But yeah, I don't
Because
know.
in 10 years, if you don't touch it, it's going to grow.
That's true. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. What do you think is a good age to die at?
gonna say like in your 70s,
Your 70s?
maybe. I mean, if Joe Biden's still like looking good,
If he's still kicking it, I want to
he's
say
still kicking
80s.
it, probably like 80s then.
Yeah.
I feel like 90s and like where you're like in a wheelchair all the time. I don't think I'd
Yeah.
like that.
I think that's just
I'd just
painful.
be like, yo, pull the plug. Yo,
Like,
let me just come
yeah.
on. Yeah, I think I'd want to live to like 80s.
80s. Yeah.
80s
I'd
is
agree.
probably good. That'd be a good one. You think that's?
I think that was good. I don't know, man. I would love to
Think
check the
that's-
time. I had to stop twice.
I know. I think that's good.
All right, ladies
We'll
and
end it
gents.
there.
Thank you for 100, 200 more subscribers.
200.
Yeah.
Why don't we get that by next episode? Make it happen, guys.
Make it happen. Like, comment. 200 subscribers in the next.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, 200 subscribers by the next podcast, and Jack will. I'll bring a tarantula, and we can see him freak out. What are your chances?
by next Tuesday.
Thursday.
No. By next Tuesday.
So a week from now, 7 days.
All right,
Well, by
fine.
the time they see it.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time they
next
see
Thursday.
it. Yeah, so a week from.
Week from Thursday, the 26th. A week from the 26th, so I'll be sometime in February. Probably February 3rd.
Yeah, beginning of February.
If we get 200 subscribers,
That's 96 subscribers, which is not going to happen. But if.
then you'll freak me out with a tarantula.
But. That's a clip. That's a short.
Oh man, I'm done. Oh, what did I just agree to?
Subscribe.